Welcome to Fabulosity For You, and my name is Angie. If this is your first time visiting my channel, please click the subscribe button and then click the notification bell so when I upload videos, you'll be the first to know. Like this channel and make a comment. This channel is about fashion, beauty, and life. And if this is not your first time visiting my channel, well, welcome back, my queens. Today, my queens, is the 6th day of the new year. I hope everybody's new year thus far is going great. Today, we have a great topic. We're going to start the new year off right in our relationships. But before we begin our topic tonight, I'm going to tell you I have on some Karl Lagerfeld. This is a Karl Lagerfeld waffle shirt. I had this shirt, I showed it in my Karl Lagerfeld haul. So if you haven't seen it, please check it out. It's a great video. And Karl Lagerfeld I have a lot of great pieces from him that I think you would like. I have on a pair of Karl Lagerfeld leather pants. And I have on a Karl Lagerfeld leather boots. And so I'm just trying to be fly for my ladies, for my queens on ladies' night, okay? So the glasses of today are no-name brands, okay? Let me get them. They just a pair of sunglasses, okay? They're just some cat eye glasses, and they're a leopard print. And I just added this chain to it. Now, this chain also came from New York and Company. So the glasses and the chain came from New York Company. I bought these glasses several years ago. I just pulled them out of my drawer. And just the other day, I decided to add the chain to these glasses. They can go to any glasses, but I was trying to create a vibe. And so I just put the chain on here, and it creates a vibe. I think it creates a vibe. So these are the glasses for tonight. And so tonight, my queens, we're going to start this year on the right foot when it comes to our relationships and dealing with our men, okay? And so tonight, I'm going to be talking about the top 10 ways to keep your husband or your man, your mate happy. Okay? So we're going to start it off on the right note. Okay, so I'm going to put my glasses on as I always do. But before I even begin with that, I got this information. I showed you this book before. I'm going to show you it again. This is a gem. I gave the women so much knowledge in this book, and even men, because I've had men come back to me that read this book. It's called A Couple That Prays Together, Stays Together. I wrote it years ago, but it's still relevant today. Okay, you could find this book was on Amazon, but has sold out on Amazon, but I do have some copies in my possession. I'm going to put this information in the description. A Couple That Prays Together, Stays Together. It sounds like it's a real religious book, but it is not. I do stress that, in my opinion, if you put God in your relationship, in your marriage, then you have a better chance of being one of those couples that have been married for 60 years, okay? I give a lot of information in this book about the pitfalls of marriage. And so I'm going to put this information in my description. The book itself is $10, and I'm going to charge you another $5 for delivery, because I'm going to have to mail it out. And so it'll be a total of $15. You can Zelle me. You will email me and tell me you would like the book, and then you can Zelle me the $15, and you give me your address, and I will mail this book to you. When I say this book has helped people, okay, I've had people that tell me that this book has helped them, Because sometimes we don't want to go to our friends and our family and have everybody in our business, okay? Sometimes we try to solve things on our own, and sometimes we need a little help. And this is a great book. And so I got this information today that I'm talking about. I was reading through the book and I was just like, this would be a great topic. And so I'm going to put my glasses on and we're going to begin. I made a copy of the information that's in the book so that I don't forget some of the key pieces, key topics that I want to discuss. And I want to make sure that I make every point that is needed to make. So if you see me looking down, yes, I am reading. So let's begin. Okay. Many wives may not know what to do to keep their husbands happy. And so I'm going to give you some information. Now, some of this information I have already given, okay, in some of my videos. But I'm going to reiterate some of these things. It's the new year. If you've been mad at your man, work it out if it's workable. And kings, if you watching this and you've been clowning with your wife, stop clowning her. Be nice. It's a new year, okay? So if your marriage, if all kind of things was going on in your marriage, then guess what? And you love your man, and king, you love your queen, then work it out. And so we're going to talk about the top 10 ways to keep your husband, if you're not married, your man, happy. Number 1, give your husband praise. Give him some praise. That's all men want. That's all they want you to do. When they take out the garbage, don't say, you didn't close the top up back on the trash can. Don't do all of that. My queens, don't do that. Just say, you know what, sweetie? Thank you for taking out the garbage. I appreciate that. So many queens, instead of seeing what this man is doing for you, you looking at what he didn't do. So give your man some praise. Number 2, learn your husband's favorite sport. And I advise women that are not married yet, but you have a man in prospect, or you having somebody you really feel it, and you trying to make him happy, and you want to be the right girlfriend, or then you need to learn your man's favorite sport. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really like sports. I may go to a basketball game. I do that. But I don't just sit up and watch the Bulls or watch the Bears unless we have a gathering or another couple over. But trust and believe, before we got married, I was every Sunday watching the sports with my soon-to-be husband. Yes, I was. And so I have to check myself. I'm going to check that off a mental note. I need to do that. I know his favorite's my husband's favorite sport, but I need to start really getting back into watching sports with him sometime because I know it makes him happy. My queens, you need to cook your man's favorite meal more often. If you know that man like mac and cheese and some catfish, I don't care how the catfish smell up your house. If that's what he wants, make it for him. Make your man's favorite meal more often. Okay? Number 4, don't nag your husband. Oh my God. This is a good one. And we all guilty of this. I have to admit, we are all guilty of nagging our man. We go from, can you take the garbage out? Don't forget that you're supposed to shovel the snow. And you need to make sure all the doors are locked before we go to sleep, please. Did you check? Did you do it? Did you wash? Did you wash your dishes after you had ate? Did you put the dishes away? When you gonna paint my room? My queens. My queens. It's okay to ask your man to do something, but when you continue to ask him, then that becomes a nag. Okay? By now he know after he eat to put his dishes up, wash the dish and put it up. He know that. By now he knows to make sure the trash is out before he go to bed. He know that. And you already told him that you wanted your room painted, and he gonna do it when he gets around to it. But we like to make sure things are done and keep asking or telling our man to do the same things that he been doing for about 10 years. As long as you guys been together, he been doing it. And so he going to continue to do it. And he does not need you to remind him. Because then now you're starting to nag. And my queens, nobody likes to nag. Number 5, be available. Don't say, not right now. Put your husband first and life's little chores last. And that's true. I mean, a lot of us, your husbands want your attention and you're saying, "Oh, I'm doing something right now. Can we talk later? Is it important? Can we talk later?" Sometimes a man needs to feel like he's important. And when he comes to you and he's trying to talk to you, even though you could be busy, sometimes you have to just stop what you're doing and listen to your man. I guarantee you, these little things that you do will make your man be very happy. Number 6 is something I preach to the choir on a regular basis. Let him be the king of his castle. The same way you are the queen, your man needs to be the king. Now, my queens, sometimes we want to be the king and the queen. But a woman, I said so many times, can't be the king. So you have to let your man feel like he is the king of his castle and let him make decisions. Like I said, as the queen, we will guide him. But let your man be a man in his castle and make decisions, okay? Number 7, let him bond with his male friends. It's really important for your man to every now and then bond with his friends. Now, I don't think that he needs to be going out all the time with his friends. No, I don't. Because if he's a married man or a man that's in a really committed relationship, his best friend really should be you. But a man does need to bond with his friends. He needs to be able to continue to keep a connection with his friends, even though he's married, okay? And so I wouldn't let it happen all the time, but every now and then, let him go. And I said this before. If him and his friends want to go to a basketball game, let him go. If his friends want to go bowling, let him go. If he want to go over to his friend's house and watch some sports, let him go. And you just have to have some bonding time with your friends or family or yourself. But as I said so many times, it's important for you to let your husband bond with his male friends sometimes. Number 8, never make your husband feel less than a man. Oh my God. We got so many alpha women out here that always makes their man feel less than a man. And that's the worst thing you could do to a man. Now I'm an alpha a woman, but I make sure my husband know that he is the man. Okay? So what that means is don't be so bossy. I don't want to do this. I want to go here. I want to eat there. Well, I don't want to go over your mama's house. I mean, let a man feel like a man. Don't be so bossy. Everything don't have to go your way. A marriage, you're supposed to do 50-50. And everybody needs to know their role and know their place. And so does a wife. Number 9, make love often. I think we all know what that means. But as you grow into your marriage and you've been married for years, that seems to go away. But if you want a healthy relationship with your husband, if you want to make your husband happy, if you want to be one of these couples out here that are married 40 plus years, then that's what you need to do. You have to please your man. Number 2, give him some time to him. Number 10. Give him some time to himself. And my kings out there, you need to give some time. That works both ways. It's good to have a marriage where you're best friends. You go everywhere together. You do everything together. He like being with me and I like being with him. But let me tell you something. Sometimes you got to have a break from one another. Have some time alone. I'm not saying he got to go out with his friends, but if he has a hobby, if he goes bowling, if he plays golf, if he just want to be in the basement and watch his sports by himself, everybody needs time to themselves, okay? It's cute. Oh, we stuck like glue. Oh, we just do everything together. That's nice, but everybody needs time to themselves. And sometimes just being away from your mate for a couple of hours, you come back, you're feeling more happy to see them. But when you are all the time together, sometimes, my queens, it gets boring. And so you start getting frustrated because you like, man, can I go to the bathroom? Can I go over my mama's house? So you have to let your man have time to himself. And on that note, my queens, I've given you 10 ways to keep your husband, your man, happy. I hope you enjoyed this video. And thank you for watching my channel.